As soon as everyone starts talking about pumpkins and Halloween, you should start getting the, oh shit, I need to start saving money for Christmas. We've been putting money aside for months now, specifically for Christmas. Are you going to blow out your credit? Or are you going to keep it in check? So we are officially 15 days away from Christmas. And 52% of all Americans are going to blow out their credit, and it's going to take them 3 to 6 months to pay off what they're about to do over the course of this month. This doesn't need to be you, right? So I want you to wrap your head around a couple things. You can hold off on these indulgences and not blow out your credit and not pay exorbitant credit card fees and interest, right? Let's avoid that shit, shall we? And this year, I want to encourage you to do something. Don't overspend for the holidays. If you can't set aside a certain amount of money per week in order to get yourself to where you can take care of Christmas, and then if you want to push it a little bit, also run up some credit card, but only what you could pay off between now and when the credit card is your credit card charges for this month are due in January, then don't do it. Don't do it. Tell them you love them, right? Instead of buying a $500 bottle of wine, buy a $200 bottle of wine. Instead of buying a $100 bottle of wine, buy a $25 bottle of wine, right? Instead of staying at that soigné bed and breakfast at the ski chalet and having a $10,000 vacation, make it a $5,000 vacation. Do whatever you got to do. You'll live to fight another day, right? You don't need to be paying all this interest. I promise you, the compounding interest going out the door and funding all the naming of all the professional football stadiums around our country after some bank who's taking your money because you have no self-discipline and can't plan ahead, right? How about we switch that? How about we flip the script? So one, I'll show you what we've been doing in a minute here, but we've been putting money aside. We've been putting money aside for months now, specifically for Christmas. And we have made a plan that whatever we spend or whatever we could set aside per week, we're going to do that. And we had a budget for Christmas. The budget is this year for Christmas was like 4K. So we went back all the way into October. It's all right, take 4K, divide it, boom, $250 a week. We just been putting it aside. $250 a week, just stockpiling it. It's too easy. When you plan ahead, it's easy. Listen, if you can handle the credit card payments in January, February, March, April, May, June, you can also handle setting the money aside as soon as the autumn leaves start turning color. As soon as everyone starts talking about pumpkins and Halloween, you should start getting the, oh shit, I need to start saving money for Christmas, right? Or whatever your holiday is of choice. And if you're doing that, great, good on you. And if you're not doing that, and you still feel like, man, I can take my finances to another level and I don't know how to do it, then for 2025, join me. Let's fucking go. I got you. You're going to come check me out in my community on school. It's called This Way, and I'll show you why. So, check me out here. This is what I got for you. So, we have a budget. Our budget is in this app called Tiller. And in Tiller, what we have done is all of the major categories of our budget, you can see them here. We have created automations around that budget in an app called Sequence. And so, like I was telling you, you see right here, see this little pod right here? See this little bugger? See, I'm looking right at him. I'm looking right at him. Okay. That little bugger, we have been funding since early October, like I told you. And we've just been spending against it, buying stuff for the family, buying stuff for ourselves. We're still going to top it up a couple more weeks here. That is the Christmas budget. We do not take money. We're not running up our credit cards any more than you see these guys over here. See all these credit cards over here? All these guys? We're not touching them. We are not touching them. We've been paying them down. They're almost done. They're almost done. All the charges that you see on my Apple Card and that you see on the my Discover, those will be paid off within the month. Done. And so we've had a plan and we're sticking to it. You could do the same thing, man. You don't need to overextend yourself. You need to plan your work and work your plan. You've been creating a budget likely in one of many, many fancy, sexy, soigné apps that you can scroll through with flashy graphs and all that, but it does not inform your behavior next week. What we do does. We have a budget, and now you can see it here. What do we have for discretionary spending? Going out to eat, subscriptions, and hanging out, doing fun stuff, going to the movies, whatever. For this week, until we get paid later on, we got $395. That's the budget, right? And that's relative to what we've already set aside. You can do the same thing, and if you join me in this way, we're going to get you set up for 2025. I'm going to take 50 people. That's it, 50 people for free. After that, I get to finally start charging. 50 people get to join my community. I got about 10, 12 people in there right now. As soon as we get to 50 people, I'm capping it. Come join me for now. It's free. I mean, what do you want? It's free. You're going to learn how to master your money, control yourself, and put your hopes, dreams, and wishes into automations like I have. Everything you see on the screen here, see all this stuff down here? See all these lines? Those are all rules that we have set up. Those are all rules that we have set up. And like discretionary spending, we have rules coming from there. We have monetary splits coming from when our paychecks hit our account and they get split amongst all these categories. We're already building up money every month to chopping debt on the credit card router. You can't see our investments, but they're up on top here, up off the screen. We're going to set up the same thing for you. Super cool. I worry about money and finances, my own anyway, the least I ever have in my life. I finally got out of my own way. I finally stopped undermining my own hopes, dreams. We're going to do the same thing for you. Okay, that'll be you. Hope to see you in there, guys. Peace. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. 15 days away. How much money are you going to set aside this week and next week for it? Are you going to blow out your credit? Or are you going to keep it in check? Keep it in check this year. You want to blow it out? You want to hoop it up for everybody? Then you start thinking about it in July next year, right? Don't do it. Get them a card. Make them a phone. Give a phone call. FaceTime. Whatever. Don't blow out your debt. You don't need to do it. Your future self will thank you. And I thank you.